This is an overview of the Bells of Steel Blitz Rower 1.2. I'm Kayvon, founder of Bells of Steel. Let's get into it. This is an overview of the Blitz Rower 1.2. I'm Kayvon, founder of Bells of Steel. Let's get into it. So normally when we do an updated product, we call it 2.0, although we're trying not to do that anymore. We're trying to nail it on the first time. But in this case, we had one little tweak that I think really embodies what I try and do with our product design at Bells of Steel, which is to make things more multi-purpose and more multifunctional and space efficient and just like more creative and more fun. Open up like opportunities for kind of DIY hacking. So I saw this hack on a channel called Kaizen DIY. Kyle, who runs the channel, and I talk frequently. We have a few collab projects coming up for products that Kyle's helped design. And Kyle had taken his rower, I can't remember if it was one of ours or somebody else's, and hacked it in so you could put a carabiner on it. And essentially what that allows you to do is put any attachment that you want onto your rowing machine. So it does come standard with like our typical rowing machine handle, and that comes pre-assembled on. So if you have no intention of using this little hack we have here, then you can skip ahead or skip this entire video. But yeah, this would come prefixed with this on it. And you just take it out of the box and start using it like you would any other rower. And I'll explain some of the features and benefits further on in this video overall, but I'll just focus on this attachment piece first. So yeah, you can put on any attachment you want. So add some variety to your workout, do something different. I mean, I think there's maybe an argument to be made that like it's an opportunity to do really high volume or high rep exercises at a very low rate with like kind of a fan resistance on it. But I think overall, for myself anyways, I think it's just a fun way to like mix up my cardio a bit, right? So you can see here I've got like a fat grip tricep press down on here, and just a fun one, like get a big thick grip on it and a little bit different of an angle. But you can go kind of as weird as you want to. So I was earlier before this video, I was hacking around with stuff. And this one was kind of a fun one. Like I took a belt. So this is one of our belt squat belts. And I was like, I wonder if you could like turn it into like a leg only machine, kind of like on our Blitz bikes, like our air bikes. You don't have to use your arms and your legs. You can just use your arms or just use your legs or use them in conjunction. It's like, okay, I wonder what this will feel like. So yeah, again, like just a fun way to mix up your workouts and add a little bit more versatility to that space and money you're putting into a rower. So you could do that hands-free. Maybe, some people will choose a rower as their sole piece of cardio in gym. So maybe you want to give your arms a break. You've been doing, heavy bench press, or maybe you hurt your shoulders and you need to like chill out for a couple days. So you can throw a belt on there and just go to town like that. And yeah, one other fun one I thought for like a little bit of variety and like shoulder development is I just grabbed this tricep rope. I was like, I wonder if we could do like face pull rowing with it. Work on kind of my rear delts and upper back muscles. So yeah, throw a tricep rope on there. Yeah. So that's kind of like the main update to this. And then I'm just gonna do an overview of what you can expect when you get a Blitz rower. So the first thing I'll go over is the resistance itself. It does have a dampener on it with 10 different levels. And it is like a fan resistance on it, which is kind of my favorite style of rower. I've used different, magnetic, pneumatic, like real old-timey rowers. I've used the water-based ones, and I do think the fan and dampener is still the reigning champ. I'll get into the the foot holders here, because this is like an important thing that people like. So what I like about these is that they are like a fabric, like a nylon, and then a hook and loop system to clamp you in. And I like that because it's a little bit more comfortable. You can get a little bit more snug too. The only downside is it's not as easy to like get in and out quickly. So sometimes maybe you're doing like, I don't know, an interval set or whatever, and you've got to just jump on your rower and quickly get in and strap out. So it's a little bit slower, but it is tighter and a little bit more comfortable. And it does have those foot adjusters on there to get your right shoe size in. And then I'll go into the actual monitor itself. So the monitor, it's got a whole bunch of features, and it's better detailed out on the manual, which you can find on the product page. I'll say the two core features on this is it does have Bluetooth connectivity, so that can connect to like a number of different apps and devices and whatnot. And then it does, of course, have like a little phone holder, so you can put your phone on and watch something while you row, which is a really nice feature. So just pop mine in there, and yeah, so you can do something while you're rowing. Yeah, just a little note on the monitor itself. I'm a simple man. I only ever use time and distance. But if you want to see entirely what the monitor is capable of, on the product page, you'll find the manual on page 19. You're going to get all the console instructions and integrations. It does have an integration with this app called KinoMap app, where you can download it and actually have like videos on your iPad or iPhone following along and like different scenery. So just an interesting feature that comes with the monitor itself. So that monitor is produced by a manufacturer who makes these monitors for quite a few different companies, and so they built in that relationship with KinoMap. So you can download that, and just a nice extra feature on there. And again, if you want to get the full details, the entire manual is on the product page in the link below. For the rail system, it is pretty typical like rails and bearings on there. So just a close up so you can see nice how they glide and what they look like. I think the seat is really great. It is like a nice material on it, like not too soft, not too hard, and like pretty durable, good material on it. And I do quite like the comfort of the seat. So for storage, it does have wheels on it, and then it does break in half to put it away like that. And you can see there's just a little slot on there to put this on. There we go. The arm is adjustable, so you can get it, I guess you could get it right out of the way if you didn't want to look at the monitor at all. But yeah, different positioning there. And like I mentioned earlier, you can put your phone on there. This is how you swap out the standard Blitz Rower handle to put on the adjustable Carabiner attachment. So you can put any attachment you want on here. So you just grab the chain, create some slack, and take a 10mm wrench, and you're gonna put it on there. Initially, you'll have to untighten with the wrench because it comes pre-tightened. And then once you have it loose enough, you can hand untighten. And keep those handy. And then you take this U off, and then you take this little brass bushing off, and then you just put the carabiner that's included in, and pop that on, and there you go. And then now you can put whatever attachment you want on there. The only kind of caveat is it doesn't fit snugly in here, so you're either going to have to leave it loose like this, or leave it with your attachment on, which will kind of hang up here. And then if you want to put this back on, you have two options. You can either assemble it back on like it just was, or you can take this and do it back up again, and then just use this as an attachment for the rower. So you would just tighten those little nuts up again, and you're going to want to more than hand tighten them. You're going to want to tighten them up and then tighten them more snugly with the 10mm wrench, and then you can just have it sitting as like an additional attachment that you put on, and you know, keep this little brass bushing with it too. So then it becomes just another attachment in your arsenal of attachments for the rower. I'm Kayvon, founder of Bells of Steel. I hope you loved that video, and if you want to check out any more of our products or follow us on social media, click the links below in the description and let the gains begin.